Hey everybody. It's been a minute since since we fully played this game. Um, do we have everything that I want to do? I guess I don't really understand. Yeah, money, we're good on money. Our grades. Um, Perhaps we can take okay, hold on. Let's study more. We're just gonna be really tired, which is nothing new in like the real world. Like every other day, work, study, study, sleep early. We're just gonna see what that does. Um, Hold on. This is recording. Okay. Just making sure. You never know. Alright. Um. Oh, okay. So let's start the week. Yeah, you better be learning, girl. Yeah, knowledge assimilation, 100% complete. Oh no, wait. Okay. Hold on. Let me just see what it looks like in OBS. Sorry, I use like two different recording devices. But anyways, all right. Haven't read in a while, so this is interesting. I can't believe the weekend went by so quickly. It's the last week of the quarter, though, so everyone's busy studying. No big parties or get-togethers or anything. Even Latin House was quiet this weekend, while we all finally got to go to our studies. It's been really nice meeting all these new peoples. But I can't let that slip me up on my very first college final. Today's classes were mostly about making sure everyone is understood that the material on the test, which basically means tonight is even more studying. Good, that's what we need. Am I like, okay. As I get to the top of the stairs, about to get into my room, I can see Isabella standing in the doorway. She's just staring inside like there's something in there. I get to my own door and she's still standing in her doorway. I'm not sure if I should see what's up or not. Maybe she just wants to be left alone. Um, we can play the event. Even though I'm not a huge Isabella fan, we can still play it. Then again, maybe it's something I can help with. Hey, Isabella, is there something wrong with your room? Oh, no. Sorry. She seems so vacant for a moment, but then just goes into her room kind of quietly. Now I'm actually a little concerned. No, really, Isabella, what's up? Oh, I'm fine. Look, my final's tomorrow. It's a big one, and I've been studying all weekend, you know? And I still don't think I know this stuff. I'm sure you're doing great, Isabella. Hard work always pays off in these sorts of situations. You're sweet to say so, Anne. I think I just need to relax a bit, but with everyone worried about finals, nothing's going on. Heck, even Chad has to study. Apparently, if he fails another class, he's off to the football team. He's off the football team. Wow, I didn't know there were still athletes like that. He needs to clean up his act, but I'm not really with him for his academic prowess. Is that how you say that? It's just a lot of stress, you know? Yeah, I understand. Well, hell, you're here now, cutie. We can have a party for two. Well, sure, relaxation is important, so let's chat for a bit. Isabella flops down on her bed, stretching for a moment, then folding herself over to reach underneath it. When she comes back up, she's holding a bottle of rum. Wow. Let's get into it. Alright, come on. Now close the door and come relax with me. We can forget about the pressure for a little while and just have some fun. Oh, I guess I could take a drink break. Um, don't know if I want to drink though. I've still got studying of my own to do. What? No, that's what everyone's saying tonight. Come on, I gotta get loose in here. Girl, we are not drinking. I'm sorry, y'all, if that's what you want me to do. What about your test tomorrow? You don't want to be doing it hungover. Isabella drops the bottle on the bed and wanders off to the desk for a moment, and I close the door behind me. She returns holding a magic marker. She gives me a come hither stare. Holding the marker at me with one hand, she lifts her shirt up over her belly with the other. Easy, you should know I always have the right answers, especially if you help me get them all over my body. Encourage Isabella to study or write on Isabella and party with her. I'm gonna encourage her to study. Isabella, come on, cutie, loosen up. It's not about loosening up, Isabella. It's about applying yourself. Wait, is that what that said? Do you really think you can't do this? Damn it, Anne. I don't know. Probably. There's a lot riding on my education here. If my grades drop, I lose my scholarship and it's all for nothing. Hey, I understand that, and I'm under the same restriction. I don't know, Isabella. I mean, you party all the time, but, well, yeah. Isabella looks like she's not sure. She's about to be very mad at me. I don't think you'd be where you are if you couldn't handle it. Do you want to review your material with me? If you doubt yourself, you just need someone to help you see that you're doing great. Yeah, I think you're right, Anne. Sorry, I just get a little nervous sometimes. It's hard to imagine you being nervous, honestly. You're so confident and so sure of yourself. Sure is. I heard that not like me in there. You know, doing well too, Anne. Keep it up. For now, though, let's get some studying done. For the next few hours, we run over Isabella's studies. She actually knows her stuff really well. I'm totally gonna ace this test. Darn right you are. Isabella comes over and gives me a big hug. Thanks for the pep talk, cutie. She gives me a quick peck on the cheek as I hug her back. Then I head out and back to my room. The next day after her test, she's beaming from ear to ear. I'm so happy for her. Okay. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, the cafeteria shifts. You know, some days the job is hell, and then there are days when you have someone to eat again, and it's all worth it. Okay, I think that does it. I don't think I could be any more ready for finals. I'm actually not sure what to do with myself now. Hey, Ann, do you have a second? I could use a bit of help. Oh, Dominic, good thing. Or, good timing. I was just finishing up. Are you sure I'm not interrupting? If you got studying to do, I won't get in the way. No, I'm fine. So what's up? I got behind in grading papers. I need some help to get them done before tomorrow. They're for finals, so it has to be done quick. Oh, we'll play it. Fuck it. What was that noise? Oh, gosh. Sorry about that. Um, that completely, like... Anyways, I'm in disarray. Anyways, sure, Dominic, I got time now. I appreciate it, Ann. Really not that much music up in here, so it's just like my voice, but that's okay. I get up and we go over to Dominic's room. His room is so, like, sleek and kind of boring, but I'm not surprised. We head over to Dominic's room. As I sit down, he slaps a pile of papers in front of me. Okay, so this was part of the multiple choice. Part easy, problem solving. I'll take care of the essay portion. Just take this answer sheet and just do the multiple choice stuff. That'll make things go so much faster. Sure, sounds easy enough. Thanks, I appreciate you helping me. His cheeks color a little and he looks away from me getting started on his own stack of papers. We both started off rather quietly. It's not hard to compare the filled in bubbles to answer sheets. Mostly a matter of putting one on top of the other and marking the differences. Dominic gets a bit absorbed in his work, not even really looking at what I'm doing anymore. Uh, Try to learn more about Dominic. Is there more to learn about Dominic? I mean, that's rude. That's me being judgmental. Um, Try to learn more about Dominic. Just grade the papers quietly. I mean, let's try to learn. Sure. I wonder if Dominic really needs my help or if this was maybe an excuse. Hold on. Well, either way, I am pretty curious about him. It couldn't hurt to just talk. So, how'd you fall behind? You're pretty good about this stuff normally, aren't you? Dominic is still distracted by his own papers. It seems like he only half hears me. Oh, raid ran later than it should have. Damn DPS screwing around like he's a gamer? Would have never expected. A raid? Oh, you play MMOs? Oh, geez, I hadn't meant to mention that. It's okay, I dabbled in a couple of MMOs back in high school, but my parents said they took too much of my attention. Tell me about all yours. Sure, I could talk and grade. You know the basics, right? Well, I mean, a tank for my guild, and the boss we were fighting last night required the DPS to actually watch what they were doing, which they weren't. We probably wiped about 16 times. It was extremely frustrating, and I just went to bed when we were done, so now I'm behind. Huh, I wasn't in them long enough to learn all the languages, but you get the boss's attention for your group of friends, but the people who stab hard weren't stabbing hard enough, is that right? More like the boss was trying to kill them too, even though I had its attention, but they weren't dodging like they should have. I get it. I'm surprised you like those sort of things. I'd have thought they were too frivolous for you. Oh no, there's a lot to be organized for a guild, and as the main tank, I'm usually telling everyone the best strategies and actions to take down our enemies. It's a lot of fun actually, and the teamwork feels nice. And the teamwork feels nice when you can get down to it. Huh, it actually sounds fun. I mostly only played console games when I was younger. Maybe I should try one of these out. Nah, I'd say your parents are right. They're a lot of fun, but they can really suck your time away. You're probably better off focusing on your studies. Well, at least not while finals are going on. We both chuckle at the finish up as we finish up grading our papers. It's kind of nice to see another side of you, Dominic. I wouldn't have thought you'd enjoy games like that, and I wouldn't have thought that you'd understood it. It seems like there aren't many gamers around this college. I'm glad you didn't say because you're a girl, but yeah, I'm thinking of getting a console for my room if I ever even have enough spare cash. Girl, we work all the time. If you do invite me by, I bet I'll whoop you at a fighting game you buy. Well, I'm awful at fighting games. Good luck, chump. Thanks for your help, man. I really appreciate you helping out and keeping me company. He gives me a quick hug of appreciation as we head out of his room. Together, we head down to the kitchen to grab some food, continuing to talk about games we used to play as we go. Alright. Well, that went well. That wasn't awful like I thought it would be. And he games, so that's nice. That's different. Better than fucking, like, being in I guess, having, like, a band. Is that music I finally hear? I can't believe all of my finals are done. That was grueling. Winter break is set to start after this week. Apparently, there are makeup finals on Friday before they officially end the quarter. That just means I get to spend Thanksgiving with my new roommates. Why don't you get to go home? Don't some people go home? Whatever. Everyone's pretty happy about their tests being over. Even if we bombed a test, we're just all happy to have them over with. Most of us slept in today, catching up on the sleep we'd been missing from the last few days of studying. Since Sally and Rakesh are doing the cooking, the rest of us took the opportunity to watch some movies. I can't think of the last time the whole house got together like this. It's kind of nice. I can't believe how nice everyone here has been. We're all gathered on the couch, and it's like we've known each other for ages. I'm pretty happy right now. Hey, Ann, Max, when do you want to come in here and give us a hand real quick? Everything okay in there, right? Oh yeah, it's fine. We just need a little help with some of the cutting. I can go, or were you going to go? We're gonna skip it. Yeah, you go ahead, Max. I'll stay out here. Okay. Sally and Max head back into the kitchen as the movie continues. It's nice to just hang out and let the stress of the last quarter fade away. I was nervous at first, but I really feel like I'm getting along well with everyone. Another hour later, Rakesh comes out holding a turkey, and Sally comes out holding a large lasagna platter. Max comes out with a salad bowl and some. Ugh, I am sorry. I am just not like. If it's listen, I like my salads pretty unhealthy. I don't like. I know that's not good, but like I like a lot of like dressing and cheese. Whatever. Max comes out with a salad bowl and some candied yams. I've never had yams. Um, and then it's literally almost Christmas, and where I think we're making yams, but I'm not gonna eat them. It's quite a spread. Everyone gathers around the table and shares a delicious meal. Alright, learning on my eyes. I studied too much. My eyes. I studied. That was interesting. I'm gonna leave this part out of my memoirs. That was a good day's of work. I think this die is cursed. Has anyone seen it roll anything other than a 5? Knowledge is, yeah. It's just repetitive stuff. We don't have enough money to winter break. Just click start to play the big event. Okay. Okay, so our grades went up, but it's not super high at all. And our money, I don't know, I feel like we should be making more money. How much fucking money do we make? Alright, here's winter break. I've gotten all my grades back and I did fantastic. I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to keep up my grades with all the craziness around here, but I've done pretty well. Still, being in this new place has been a little draining. I'd admit, I miss my home sometimes. I may be trying to grow past it, but, well, it is still my home. That's why I was so excited when my parents called to offer me tickets home. They even offered me 2 tickets just in case I didn't want to leave one of my new friends behind. Now I just have to get all my packing done. That's what I was wondering. I was wondering why, like, we weren't going to our family's house. This is going to be a great winter break. I was a little surprised my parents offered me 2 tickets. They practically fought me tooth and nail when I told them I wanted to leave home to study. I think I made my case pretty well. It must have gone better than I thought if they're honestly offering to let 2 people come. Guess I should figure out who I want to ask. I mean, I'm glad I've made friends, but I don't know if the people here know me that well yet. Still, this could be a real test. I think I've done pretty well, but is this the kind of thing people would be okay with? I've never actually gone on a trip with someone else who wasn't my family. Hell, I've never really been on trips in general. Still, nothing else for it. I really do have to figure out what to do. Knock knock. Oh, Sally, you startled me. Sorry about that, Anne. Hey, do you have, Sally looks around nervously after making sure the hall is clear. She shuts the door. Do you have Vegemite's bone in here? Have you seen it? I don't think so. Why would it be here? Girl, why would it be here? Sorry, last time you all left, I let him out to run around and he went into some of your rooms. I'm just praying it didn't leave it in Dominic's. I can't help but chuckle a little bit at her plight. It's amazing she's managed to keep a little puppy a secret for this long. So what's got you packing up? Going home for the holidays? Yep. My parents were nice enough to spring for a couple of tickets. I guess they missed me too. I guess so. Wait, a couple? Oh yeah, they said a friend could come along if they wanted. I thought it might have been nice to have someone from my new home see my old home, you know? Ooh, yeah, it can be very enlightening seeing where a person comes from. I almost wish I could go. I can't leave my poor puppy alone though. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Well, yeah, it would be cool enough to take care of him, and he'd probably miss you. I'll ask one of the others though. Ooh, maybe some quality time with Max or Dominic. Sally, girl, relax. I'm just teasing. Have fun, Anne. I gotta find that bone before Dominic does. Now I'm all nervous about asking people to come with. I don't want them to take it the wrong way. Then again, it might be kind of nice to spend some quiet time alone with one of them. We don't even have another option. Okay. Well, that was easy fate. I came to the city to break out of my shell, and if my parents want a chance to see my new life, I don't think anybody represents that better than Max. As long as I can get him to promise to be on his good behavior, I think he and my parents will do fine. I tried knocking on his door once, but he's playing his electric guitar, so I have to really bang a few times to get through. Finally, the door comes flying open. Douchenick, you need to step off about my volume Oh, jeez, Anne, I'm sorry. I thought you were that jerk here to complain again. No, it's just me. Sorry to interrupt you. No, it's alright. Come on in. I gotta get a bit of practice in before tonight, but I have a few minutes to chat. What's happening tonight? Oh, I didn't tell you. I've got a gig. I'm headlining down at the Gads's Club tonight. It's gonna be real big for my band. Oh, that's fantastic, Max. Congratulations. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna rock the house, of course. The normal band will be back tomorrow, unfortunately, but for tonight we can shine. So, what's up? Oh, I was just gonna ask something, but it seems like you've got plans for this week, so I should just let you practice. Well, now you have to tell me, otherwise it's gonna bug me all night. I'll be up on stage wondering what you were gonna ask me. I'll be so distracted I'll yank out a chord and I'll trip the drummer and she'll cause the stage to collapse and we'll all die. I can't help but chuckle as Max wildly swings his arms at his exaggeration. Oh, fine. Since you asked, I was gonna let you know that I got 2 tickets back to my hometown and I was wondering if you wanted to come with me. Ooh, it's not often a cute girl asks if she could take me home. Gotta warn you, I'm not housebroken. Max, it's gross. Sure, I'll go along. The gig is only for tonight, so I'm pretty clear for the rest of the week. Hey, you should come to the show, Em. Sorry, Max, I still got packing to do, and I'm really gonna be busy tonight. Did you really want to come? Wait, what did that say, girl? I just jumble and fumble up my words all the time. Yeah, definitely. I'd like to see what kind of crazy town managed to stifle you up. Maybe I can show you where the seedy underbelly is and blow your mind. Good luck with that. My hometown is about as sleepy as they get. Hey, If it's produced a great guy like you, it can't be all that bad. I bet there's lots of stuff we can show each other while we're there. Not that. Well, whatever. I blush a bit at his comments, and even Max looks a little flustered. Something I thought was impossible. Just promise to be good for my parents' sake, okay? They want to meet some of my new college friends, that's all. Scout's on there. I'll be on my best behavior. Were you ever a scout? Not in the slightest. Also, my best behavior is still pretty bad. I think I can keep them from trying to burn me as a witch. Good enough. I'll come get you tomorrow at 11 a.m. Is that going to be enough time with your show tonight? Yeah, I'll pack light. I'll see you in the morning. He gives me a rather lascivious wink. I don't know what that word is. As I turn to go, I roll my eyes in return, but can't help smiling as I head back to my room. Back in my room, I still have a lot of packing to finish up. I call my parents to let them know that Max is coming with me. They seem excited to meet one of my friends and say they'll have a bed all set up. Luckily, my room is still waiting for me. I half expected them to have converted it into another office or something by now. I'm happy they haven't, though. I get off the call feeling pretty good about my decision and finish up packing in a few hours. Phew. I'll admit, I didn't really sleep too well. I'm too excited, but I managed to get enough rest so I'm not totally going to be groggy the next day. We catch a cab to the airport, and then Max and I board our plane and we're off. We chat amiably about the plane ride and even manage to doze off a little. My mom and dad meet us at the arrivals and take us for a nice dinner, since it's already a bit late in the day now. At last, properly fed, we come back to the house I grew up in. A nice couple of rounds of board games later, my parents are ready to call it a night. Wait, this looks just like Dominic's room. It looks like a boring hotel room. They head off to the bed as I show Max to the guest room. And it says, "Where you'll be sleeping, Max? I can't believe you told my dad you wanted to be a dog when you grow up. He thinks you're crazy, you know?" It's even better. Maybe I am. You'll know. Rawr. Max stumbles over to me, waving his hand like a monkey and making growling noises. I dodge out the way as he tries to grab me. I laugh as he chases me around the room a bit. Finally, I grab one of the pillows off the guest bed and throw it at him. Ugh, my one weakness. Downy, soft pillows. I sit on the bed laughing as Max brings the pillow back, tossing it on the bed as he sits next to me. I'm actually pretty impressed. This isn't as bad. This isn't such a bad little town. You lived here all your life? Yeah, born and raised. You can see why I'd want to get out and see the world a bit. Oh, definitely. I would have gone crazy here. It still has its advantages. This is probably one of those towns where the cops don't really care if you're out drinking in some backwoods. Nobody gets on your case for just having some fun. I suppose. I don't know. I never really did any of that kind of stuff to begin with. Oh, so you were always the good little girl, huh? Or the ones that are always the ones who cut loose are the craziest, ones you can get them out their shell. Max leans closer to me. I look him in the eye as he gets near my face, but he keeps going, leaning into my ear. I definitely want to be there when you decide to go wild. I don't know what it is, but Max can always set me blushing. I laughingly push him away. And who's to say I haven't gone wild already, mister? Well, for starters, I still got my clothes on. Max, I've seen your dirty laundry. If you think I'm ripping off your clothes, you're sorely mistaken. Look at you getting feisty all of a sudden. Hey, you started. I guess I'm just feeling good. I was actually feeling a bit homesick. It's nice to be back home. I mean, I know I'm sheltered. There's a lot out there and I don't know about, but that's why I left here. But this place, I know. Does that make sense? Sure, I get that. It's kind of like how I feel when I'm up on stage. Like, I think the secret is to try to bring a little of that feeling with you when you leave your stage, you know? I can understand that. If you need something to remember this feeling, I'm sure I can oblige. Go to bed, go a little wild. Oh, what? Okay, we're gonna have Anne go a little wild. It's weird that they had to do this at her parents' house, but that's okay. So what does that imply? Like, what does that... I roll my eyes at Max, pushing him back onto the bed. Oh? He laughs as he falls, stretching out as he lays there. Maybe he's right. Maybe it is about letting go, getting a little wild. I look away from Max for a few moments before turning around and jumping astride him. The shock on his face is delicious. What the fuck? The shock on his face is delicious as I straddle his stomach and lean on his arms. I don't think you know just what I'd find memorable, Max. Maybe not, Anne. Maybe it's better if you show me. I've never had a problem with a girl who knows how to take charge. He smiles slyly up at me. There's a look of desire in his eyes. It's probably the first time I've ever seen a man look at me with those type of with that type of deep desire. It's definitely the first time I've ever done anything. Oh, I'm sorry about that. That the breath and the thing. Anything this ambitious in my life. Now that I've got him in here, I admit I'm not sure what I should do next. I try to smile confidently while admitting to myself that I hadn't really thought this far ahead. I lean myself closer to his face as he leans up to start meeting me halfway. Do you really think you're ready for me? Where did all this confidence come from? Just being at home? Also, this music repeating in the background is killing me. Max's smile deepens as he looks me in the eye. I bring my face closer to his still. Max takes in a deep breath, letting it out slowly, almost satisfied. No, not just yet. He winks at me and his face darts up to give me a quick kiss on the cheek. But I bet it felt good, didn't it? I sit up in a surprise. When I smile, it's a slow, natural smile. I step off of Max and off of the bed. You're a much nicer guy than you'd let people believe, you know that? Don't spread it around, huh? I got a rock god status to maintain. I'm, sorry. Hey, anything good is worth working for and worth waiting for. I'm having the time of my life here, Anne. I don't say anything for a few moments as I head to the door. I knew you were the right one to invite, and you're definitely worth working for. I head back to my old bedroom, feeling fairly good about myself. Coming back home was good for me, and I'm sure if nothing else, it showed me that I made the right decision going away for college. Seeing Max's reaction to my hometown and my parents, it's definitely made me feel better about my little town. But I know I'm not meant to be somewhere bigger, that I'm meant to be out there in the world. Wait, but I know I'm meant to be somewhere bigger, that I'm meant to be out there in the world. As I get into bed, I reflect on my new friends and smile. I know I'm back. I know I'll be back with them all soon, especially Max, and all the new fun things the next quarter will bring. This has been a really good week, probably one of the best weeks ever. Being back home has really refreshed me. My parents are a little rough. They even try to talk me into just staying, but I feel like I can return to school and get back to my books now. I can't wait to start that back up again. I even managed to have a great Christmas. Max and I spent a little time away from my parents and got to see a few sights around my town. Mostly we just talked and enjoyed each other's company. That's the end of the holiday event. Okay. What day are we on? Oh, we're on Monday again. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing. I just wanna, now I wanna see how much money we could make. Wait, I can't. Can I work? Okay. Okay, let's try this. Finally, though, it's time to get my head back into my studies. I have a few new classes this quarter and a few continu continuations from the last quarter. The continuations, luckily, are being taught by some of the same professors, so I don't have to learn new names this quarter. I even see a few familiar faces in class. It looks like Max is in here with me. We share a quick nod as we get seated next to each other. Also notice another vaguely familiar face, a red-haired girl I feel like I've seen around here before. Max notices me looking and follows my gaze. Oh, looks like Roxanne got into this class as well, huh? Before I can ask more, the professor strides into the room and throws his notes on the table in front of him. Welcome back to all of you who didn't flunk out of your 101. You're not completely brain dead. Welcome to class where you actually get started. Although I'll be lecturing and there will be homework, the majority of your grade this quarter is going to be coming from a paper due at the end of the class. Of course, I'll be expecting your paper to be inclusive to the topics we discussed in class, so don't think you could just skip my class log quarter and bullshit your way to grade A paper. Professor Tosque is being really harsh at the beginning. That being said, as some of you know, I am a tenured professor here, which means I can indulge in more advanced classroom techniques. If you'd like to know more about it, come see me after class for an extra credit assignment. Otherwise, open your books. I don't plan on going slowly this quarter, so try to stay awake out there. The professor drones on for the rest of the class, getting right into the new quarter's lessons. By the time class is done, I've already got a page of notes to look over tonight. We're gonna play the event. I'm pretty happy the professor's starting us up right this way. It's nice to feel like he trusts our intellects to be able to keep up. I'm even pretty curious about the offer he made. I'm always happy to do a little extra credit after all. This could be a way to get ahead this quarter. I pack up my things along with the other students, but instead of heading out the door, I head over to the professor. Hey, Anne. Max, surprised to see you in this class. I transferred over to this quarter, actually. I've heard the professor was interesting. Well, he's still a college professor. What's the worst he could do? Please, I'm a tenured professor. I could order you to fight to the death, and the worst I'd get from the dean is a sigh and a frown, and he'd apologize for sighing. The professor looks over for the volunteers. Other than Max, I see a few other classmates I recognize from around the campus. Is this it? I suppose I shouldn't have expected more. The professor scans the potentials with obvious disdain in his eyes. Alright, I know some of you here are looking to skate out of my class on Easy Street. Pretty sure he looked at Max when he said that. And there's no way I'm going to let you do that without a little entertainment from me. Therefore, what I'm proposing is simple. You're going to get together in groups. There are enough of you here to make 3 groups of 2. Go ahead, take a moment and choose your partner. I'll pick up a few other students later. We all look at each other for a few moments. Max and I look at each other, shrugging our shoulders. Suddenly, the red-haired student I could swear I'd met before comes over to me. Hello again, Anne. I didn't think I'd see you in this class. Oh yeah, Roxanne, right? You were at the Halloween party. Yeah, we only spoke briefly. Nice to meet you again. You as well, Anne. I was actually wondering if you would like to be my partner for this activity. Oh, I was thinking I'd pair up with my friend there. Max looks between Roxanne and me. Yeah, I thought we'd be partnering up. Roxanne looks over Max for a moment as though she's sizing them up. I think you will find me to be a superior partner for this endeavor. Wow, I may not be the smartest nail in the box, but I know Anne is. If anyone's riding her success train, it's gonna be me. And we get along great anyways. I think you just made my case for me. I have no intention of not pulling my own weight. I think it should be obvious that I'll make the better partner. Come on, Anne, let's ditch her and get on with this lesson. I'm gonna go with Max. This Roxanne is a bit rude, even if she was right about Max. Sorry Roxanne, but Max and I live together, so it will just be easier to coordinate study sessions. Nothing personal. If that's how you want to do it. Roxanne walks over to one of the other students who looks like he quickly accepts her offer. Damn right, I'm the best choice. I promise to pretend I'm carrying my weight. I give Max an exaggerated facepalm, but I'm chuckling to myself. I know he'll at least try since we're together in this. Okay, are we all sorted? Good. Here's how this works, kiddies. Your partner and you are study buddies. Your grades are intertwined. Once all the assignments are turned in and the tests are done, you'll both get the average of your 2 grades. However, if one of you gets tired of all that working, just come to me and ask for the answers to the final, and I'll give them to you. You'll pass the class and you won't have to do any of the other work. Here's the rub. If one of you comes to me and the other doesn't, and the one who didn't ask for the answers will automatically fail the class. But if you both come to me, you'll get C's. Simple as that. Do you work together and hope you're smart enough to do it? Do you pray that your partner didn't decide to cheat? Do you take your C's and call it a day? Chew on that. Now get out of my class. I have things to do. And with that, Professor Tosque just walks away from us. Most of us are left looking goggle-eyed at each other. Google? Oh my god, the prisoner of dilemma. Can he do that? I might fail. What do I got myself into? Either way, I guess I'll have to keep an eye on Max. I don't know. I'm gonna try to not think negatively. Alright, 2:30. Just seeing if my money goes up. Oh, wait a minute. So early in the new quarter and I've already got a ton of work to do. I wasn't expecting college to ramp up so quickly. I'll have to work just as hard to keep up with it all, which is why I decided to take care of eating quickly and efficiently here at the cafe while I get some extra study time in. Is that going to be it for you? This will be fine, thanks Isabella. If I need anything else, I'll let you know. See you, hun. She smiles at me as she walks away, swaying her hips. Her work outfit is actually quite cute on her. I crack open the first book and start reading. I'm trying to read and eat at the same time, so it's starting off a bit slowly. I'm starting to get into it, though, when the door opens and one of my classmates walks in. Anne! Hey, I didn't know you'd be over here. We're gonna skip it. We need to study. Oh, hey, Carmen. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a little studying done, just trying to get to work. Oh, yeah, I totally get that. Can I get you something? While Isabella is helping Carmen, I do my best with my studies. It's not that I'm trying to ignore Carmen, I just really did come in here to work on my studies. Luckily, Carmen seems to take that as a hint, and after giving me a smile and a wave goes over, and a wave goes over to one of the other tables to eat her food. A few hours later, I take off, feeling pretty good about how much work I got done. Learning. So you earn $10 a day. Okay. Gonna prescribe an additional bacon. Your current bacon levels seem very low. Not a bad day's work, so my compliment on my efforts. Maybe I'll just hit the bed. I've had a long day. I deserve it. Can't believe I never learned that before. People are always asking for the weirdest colors. Wait, you just want blue? Like blue one cell? No, just blue? I guess that went pretty well. City. Jersey water dispenser, team spirit. Well, I should probably get to work. And thanks for the ATO. Keep up with the good work. Well, that certainly happened. Okay. I'm a little surprised that the house is so quiet. I know it's only the first week back, but I was half expecting a big party tonight or something. I wandered out of my room to grab a quick snack, and I guess it's going to be a quiet night. What? No, that's stupid. We're gonna watch my show. My movie is not stupid. It is fantastic. I think your movie might be the one that is steeped in stupidity. Yeah, there it is. I knew the Latin House crew wouldn't let me down. I head downstairs and sneak past the couch towards the kitchen. It looks like Sally, Isabella, and Rakesh are arguing over what to watch on the big screen tonight. I make my way into the kitchen for the light snack while I debate if I want to join in or not. We want to skip that. I'm not interested. Look, I'm not trying to say you have the worst taste in movies. Okay, actually, that might be what I'm saying. Listen, let me read that back of the case again. You've read it enough. Let's just watch it and you will see how good it is. It's better than your silly soap opera. Soap opera? How dare you? Now you have to watch it to make up for insulting me. On second thought, maybe I was too hasty. Quiet is very underrated. I grab a few things out the fridge and sneak my way back up the stairs before any more antics can go on. I'm not really interested in getting in the middle of their fight. Knowledge. Move it all up. I don't believe the teacher asked everyone to follow your form today. So good. Okay, this is week. Okay, this is a different week. Or is it the same shit? I can't. Okay, so I can't change. We can roll in bed every morning. Okay. See a play, study. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright. Week 10, new event. Finally time for a new class. I haven't actually met this professor yet. I hope she's a good one. I've been looking forward to taking this class, and she certainly can't be any more weird than the other professors. As the final chime sounds, the professor walks in and steps up to the podium at the front of the class. Greetings all, I'm Professor Merriweather. Welcome to the intro of anatomy. I'm not one for standing on ceremony, and you're all here to learn, so let's get right to it, shall we? For starters, let's get a couple of you down here for an example. Any volunteers? I'm a little nervous, but I stick my hand in the air. It's always good to get yourself out there as a go-getter student. Okay, you there? What's your name? Anne, ma'am. Good. Come down here and stand over there. I start heading down the aisle to stand slightly to the left of the teacher. Alright, let's see who else we got. Yes, right here, Anne. Who else? Butch, please come to the front of the class. A rather small guy with thick glasses approaches the front of the class. I had requested that you use my middle name, Terrence. Please, Professor. Oh, what am I? Interesting name. I wouldn't have expected that. The poor thing looks pretty flustered. Clearly, he's not happy about the name. This is why I go by my middle name. Nobody ever thinks I'm a Butch. Sorry, no nicknames. But moving on. Butch, you stand to my left. Butch grumbles but stands to her left. So anatomy, we've all got it. This is the intro to it, and I'm assuming all of you took a high school biology class, yes? I don't have to start with the basics. There are two humans. You've got that? Alright? You can never tell with the state of the public schools these days. So let's start talking a little about the differences between men and women. We're going to get into the depths into some of these topics later in the course, but right now it's good to understand which aspects are universal and which aren't. Just from looking at them, the standard differences are pretty apparent. You can see the young lady here, who is apparently rather lucky in puberty, also sports the larger childbearing pelvic bone. That's just basic sexual dimorphism. Dimorphism? Can't believe she just said that. I'm probably blushing pretty badly, but I managed to stay quiet at least. The professor continues on like that for most an hour, talking about the differences between the two of us, where evolution likely played a part, what parts are most likely handovers from our oldest times. It probably have been a fascinating lecture if I didn't have to be a living doll for her to point out for an hour. Finally, she gestures for Butch and me to sit down, and we head back to our seats as she finishes up the lecture. When the bell rings, everyone files out files out a little overwhelmed. Oh, and Butch, come here for a moment, would you? Damn, I was almost out too. Thank you for being my guinea pigs for today. It's always nice to have volunteers. Oh, and I'm glad to see you two stuck to 102, Butch. Yes, well, I need the credits, Professor Merriweather. I hope I can count on you both to volunteer to help me in the future. Tell her no way. Yeah, we'll be happy to. Yeah, I'm always happy to help, Professor, though I don't know how comfortable I'd be standing in front of your class, especially if you're going to be describing me all the time. Oh, no, mostly I'll probably be using you as to demonstrate muscle movements and such. It's so much easier to understand on a live person. Pretty sure you'll be fine. Plus, it means you'll get that much closer to education. You seem sharp. I think you'll pick up on things nicely. Alright, go on. I'll see you next time. As we leave, Butch gives me a shrug and a long, suffering sigh. I know what he means. This is going to be a long quarter. That was a really fun class. I'm glad I went today. Alright, I think I'm ready to start my shift. I've never lost a burrito, Calvin, and I do not intend to start now. So you crank that up, that machine, and by all that's wholly clear. I guess that went pretty well. Okay. Alright, I think that's everything off of my reading list for the quarter. The Brain for Dummies, Idiot Guides to Anatomy, and my big book of the body. Professor Merriweather really doesn't think much of us, does she? Oh well, at least that's all done. Time to head home and get down to reading them all, I guess. So then I totally sacked him. My muscles end up flying like 40 feet, right? Ha. Then he gets up and he's all, "Where's my bed? I think I need a nap." Oh wow, apparently Chad and Isabella are out on the town as well. I have to admit, I'm not sure what exactly she sees in Chad. Maybe there is a chance to find out. Then again, there's no need. Oh, let's play the event. Oh, screw it. It's not like I don't have business in town. I'll just admit I'd like to see where this goes. I follow them down the street at a good distance, of course. They continue to talk and laugh, and I really can't hear most of their conversation. I'm too far back. It's probably just more about football and that sort of thing. Truly dialed herself up for this date. Finally, the two of them turn into one of the restaurants here on the main avenue. It's nothing too fancy, just a little Thai place with outdoor seating, and I stand down the street a little ways, wondering if I should keep following them this far. I might be straining my credibility a bit if I follow them that far. So, is this a private spot, or can anyone walk on by? Ugh. Oh, Sally, you snuck up on me. Well, you are standing in the middle of the sidewalk. You should just go over. Those guys have really great fried tofu. Yeah, I was just deciding about that. Well, now you got my curiosity up. What's going on? Fine, I was following Chad and Isabella. Really? Sheesh. Are you that into Isabella? You have to follow her around like a puppy? No, I didn't really set out to follow her today. My curiosity just got the better of me. I mean, I just don't get it with her and Chad. I know what you mean. It doesn't make any sense to me either. His aura is all wrong for her. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's an Aries, and that's definitely a no-no for her. I chuckle a bit at her astrological prowess. Well, come on, you'll never find out what they're up to if you're just standing out here. And like I said, these guys do a great fried tofu. I shrug and grin at Sally and follow her over to the restaurant. Once we've checked in, we grab our own seat outside. Looks like we're on the opposite side from Chad and Isabella. Seems like they haven't noticed us yet. Sally glances over at them for a moment, and I look over at my menu. You know, I'll be honest, I've seen the way you and Isabella look at each other, Anne. What do you mean? She's a friend just like you are. Yeah, except that she's a friend who's a lot more into you than friends are, I guess? Just trust me. Here's all I'm saying. I don't get why she's going out with Chad, but still looking at you like a veggie dinner that she's going to eat up. So I say we give her a taste of her own medicine. She just needs to see that you're unavailable. I bet you she'll start giving you a lot more attention. Do you really think that's the kind of thing she'd notice? Oh, definitely. Here, just pretend to flirt with me. I bet you'll see her looking over pretty quick. This almost seems like antics you'd see in a movie. I know Isabella just teases me a lot, and I guess it might be kind of cute to tease her back. If I had a friend like her. Tell Sally it's a bad idea. Let's flirt with Sally. Are you sure about this? Sure, go ahead. Anything to keep you from stalking poor Isabella around town, right? We both had a good chuckle. Well, okay, I guess I'm not sure what to do. I haven't really thought about getting anybody's attention like this. No big deal. I think I know how to play this. Here, take my hand. I reach out and take Sally's hand in my own. Suddenly, Sally rears back her head and starts laughing. Like, really, really loud. I try to grin like I just told a really good joke. She reaches her other hand out and starts stroking my arm above where we're holding hands. Don't look over there at all. Just look at me, okay? You can't look over there too early or you'll spoil it. Now, let's just let's just talk normal for a while. We keep holding hands like this until the waiter brings our food. Finally, we let go to start eating our food. We talk about normal things. Occasionally, Sally laughs loudly again. I'm not being terribly funny, but she's acting really well, and I try to smile and play along as well. Finally, as dinner wraps up, she tells me to take a look over at Isabella really quickly. I glance over very quickly. Luckily, Isabella's staring straight at Sally. It's almost as if she's ignoring Chad. Looks like it's working. Great, then here's the... I'm not even gonna say that. Sally stretches in her chair, standing up slowly while leaning towards me. She walks quickly over to my side of the table, where she grabs me and hugs me closely into her breast. Well, this is so much fun, and we've got to do this again sometime. I try not to look surprised. Sally was certainly speaking much louder than she needed to, and I'm sure half of the block heard that. I'm also trying not to look embarrassed and failing, but I guess that's not necessarily out of place for me. Okay, talk to you later. She waves goodbye at me and then walks away from the restaurant. While I'm watching Sally leave, I hear footsteps behind me. Looks like you had fun. I'll look for Chad. Looks like he's off paying for the bill. Yeah, Sally's a nice girl. She's fun to hang out with. I'm looking forward to doing it again. Isabel looks over at me like she's trying to decide if I'm lying. Maybe we can all hang out together. Isabella grins like she knows a secret and just mumbles maybe before heading back over to Chad. Once Isabella and Chad are gone, I pay my own bill and head back home. Definitely with a lot to think about. What day is it? Wednesday? Okay. Wednesday, yada yada yada. Oh, my allergies. Get a water. Oops. Hold up. It's a quiet afternoon as I head back to my room from the bathroom. I wonder if everyone else has gone somewhere. No, Mama. Mis casas van bien. Oh, I guess not. Isabella's door is open. Looks like she's putting away laundry while she talks to her mom, I guess. Los muchachos mi trata... I don't know. I'm not even gonna... Yeah. She's obviously pretty deep in conversation. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know if I should bother her. Well, of course, just as I'm thinking that, that's when she makes eye contact. Luckily, she smiles and waves at me. I'm still not sure if I should go in or not. I'm gonna skip it. I probably shouldn't. I simply wave back at her and move on down the hall to my own room. I'm a bit curious about what she was saying, but I guess I could just ask her later on. For now, I think it's time to chill in my own room for a while. Alright, so if we hit Friday... Alright, we got 260. Our grades are going up. 270, okay. I'm just skipping all the dialogue because it really doesn't matter. Alright. We finished quite a bit. So I'm gonna wrap this part up. Thank you for listening and watching this. And I will see you guys in the next one.